Very good morning, everyone. My today's topic is Tansen, chapter number 5 of 6th class supplementary textbook. Now let us learn the gist of the lesson in Hindi. तानसेन हमारे देश के महानतम संगीतज्ञ थे। वे मुकुंदन मिश्र नामक गायक की एकमात्र संतान थे। ग्वालियर के पास देहात में रहते थे। वे बचपन में बड़ी शरारती थे। एक बार वे खेलने के लिए जंगल में भाग गए। वहाँ उन्होंने पक्षियों और पशुओं की बोलियों की तरह नकल करना सीख लिया। स्वामी हरिदास और उनके शिष्य यात्रा करते हुए जंगल से गुजर रहे थे। तानसेन एक वृक्ष के पीछे छुप गया। वहाँ शेर की तरह दहाड़ा। यात्री भय से तितर बितर हो गए। स्वामी जी के एक व्यक्ति ने तानसेन को दहाड़ते हुए पकड़ लिया। इससे स्वामी जी को कहना पड़ा कि तानसेन प्रतिभाशाली था। स्वामी हरिदास तानसेन के पिता से मिले और उन्हें तानसेन की प्रतिभा के बारे में बताया। तानसेन के पिता ने उसे स्वामी हरिदास के संरक्षण में छोड़ दिया। 11 वर्ष तक संगीत सीखने के बाद तानसेन महान गवैया बन गया। लगभग इसी समय तानसेन के माता पिता की मृत्यु हो गई। उसके पिता की मृत्यु के समय की इच्छा थी कि वह ग्वालियर के एक मोहब्बत गौस के पास जाए। तानसेन ग्वालियर में मोहब्बत गौस के पास रहने लगे। कभी कभी उन्हें रानी मृगनयनी के दरबार में ले जाया जाता था। वहाँ उन्होंने हुसैनी से विवाह कर लिया। हुसैनी भी स्वामी हरिदास की शिष्या बन गई। तानसेन के 5 बच्चे हुए। वे सभी बड़े संगीतकार थे। उस समय एक तानसेन प्रसिद्ध संगीतकार बन चुके थे। कभी कभी वह बादशाह अकबर के सामने भी गाते थे। अकबर बड़ा प्रभावित हुआ। उसने तानसेन से कहा कि वह उसके दरबार में आ जाए। वे अकबर के दरबार में आ गए। शीघ्र ही वे अकबर के विशेष कृपा पात्र बन गए। वह दिन हो या रात कभी भी तानसेन को गाने के लिए बुला लेते थे। बहुत बार तानसेन को रियाज करते हुए सुनने के लिए वह उससे घर चला जाता था। उसने तानसेन को बहुत से उपहार भी दिए। कुछ दरबारी तानसेन से ईर्ष्या करने लगे। वे उसे बर्बाद होते हुए देखना चाहते थे। शौकत मियाँ नाम के एक दरबारी ने उन्हें मरवाने का षड्यंत्र किया। शौकत मियाँ राग दीपक के विषय में जानता था। वह जानता था कि यदि तानसेन जैसा गायक इसे गाए तो दीपक जल जाएंगे, परंतु गायक के चारों ओर पैदा होने वाली गर्मी गायक को जलाकर राख कर सकती थी। अतः तानसेन के दुश्मन उससे राग दीपक गंवाना चाहते थे। शौकत मियाँ अकबर के पास पहुँचे। उसने अकबर से आग्रह किया कि वह तानसेन से राग दीपक गाने को कहे। अकबर ने तानसेन को राग दीपक गाने की आज्ञा की। तानसेन मान गया, परंतु उसने अकबर को तैयारी के लिए कुछ समय देने को कहा। बादशाह को ना कहने का साहस तानसेन में नहीं था। तानसेन जानता था कि राग मेघ से वर्षा हो सकती है। उसने अपनी पुत्री सरस्वती और उसकी सहेली रूपवती को राग मेघ गाना सिखाया। निश्चित दिन पर तानसेन ने राग दीपक गाना प्रारंभ कर दिया। न जाने कहाँ से ज्वालाएं निकली और दीपक जल उठे। बिल्कुल उसी समय दोनों लड़कियों ने राग मेघ गाना प्रारंभ कर दिया और वर्षा होने लगी। इससे तानसेन की जान बच गई, परंतु वे बहुत बीमार हो गए। तानसेन की स्वास्थ्य लाभ करने पर पूरे नगर में खुशियाँ मनाई गई। उन्होंने कई नए राग बनाए। ग्वालियर में बना उनका मकबरा गायकों का तीर्थ स्थान है। Now let us read the paragraph. You may have heard the name of Tansen, the greatest musician our country has produced. A singer called Mukundan Mishra and his wife lived in Behat near Gwalior. Tansen was their only child. It is said that he was a naughty child. Often he ran away to play in the forest. Soon learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. This paragraph explains Tansen was the greatest musician of our country. He was the only child of a singer named Mukundan Mishra. They lived in Behat near Gwalior. He was very naughty during his childhood. Once he ran away to play in the forests. There he learned to imitate the calls of birds and animals perfectly. Next paragraph. A famous singer named Swami Haridas was once travelling through the forest with his disciples. Tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. Tansen saw them. Strangers in the forest, he said to himself. It will be fun to frighten them. He hid behind a tree and roared like a tiger. The little groups of travellers scattered in fear, but Swami Haridas called them together. Don't be afraid, he said. Tigers are not always dangerous. Let us look for this one. Suddenly, one of his men saw a small boy hiding behind a tree. There are no tigers here, master, he said. only this naughty boy. Swami Haridas did not punish him. He went to Tansen's father and said, "Your son is very naughty. He is also very talented. I think I can make him a good singer." Tansen was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. He lived with him for 11 years, learning music and became a great singer. At about this time, his parents died. Mukundan Mishra's dying wish was that Tansen should visit Mohammed Ghaus of Gwalior. Mohammed Ghaus was a holy man. Mukundan Mishra had long been devoted to him and often visited him. While living in Gwalior with Mohammed Ghaus, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mrignani, who was a great musician herself. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court. Her name was Hussaini. Hussaini also became Swami Haridas' disciple. Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who were all very musical. These above paragraphs explain that Swami Haridas and his disciples were traveling through the forest. Tansen hid himself behind a tree. He roared like a tiger. The travelers scattered in fear. One of Swami's men found Tansen roaring. This made Swami Haridas say that Tansen was talented. Swami Haridas went to Tansen's father and told him about Tansen's talent. Tansen's father entrusted him to Swami Haridas' care. After learning music for 11 years, Tansen became a great singer. It was about this time that his parents died. His father's dying wish was that he should go to Mohammed Ghaus of Gwalior. Tansen stayed with Mohammed Ghaus in Gwalior. He was sometimes taken to the court of Rani Mrignani. There he married Hussaini, and Hussaini also became a disciple of Swami Haridas. Tansen had 5 children. They were all very musical. Next paragraph. Tansen had by this time become very famous. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed by him that he insisted Tansen should join his court. Tansen went to Akbar's court in 1556 and soon became a great favorite of the emperor. Akbar would call upon Tansen to sing at any time during the day or night. Quite often, he would just walk into Tansen's house to hear him practice. He also gave him many presents. Some of the courtiers became jealous of Tansen's. "We shall never be able to rest till Tansen is ruined," they declared. One of the courtiers, Shaukat Miya, had a bright idea. "Let us make him sing Raga Deepak," he said. "How will that help us?" asked another man. "If Raga Deepak is properly sung, it makes the air so hot that the singer is burned to ashes. Tansen is a very good singer. If he sings Raga Deepak, he will die, and we will be rid of him." These above paragraphs explain that by then Tansen had become a famous musician. Sometimes he also sang before Emperor Akbar. Akbar was so impressed. He asked Tansen to join his court. He joined Akbar's court. Soon he became Akbar's great favorite. He would call upon Tansen to sing any time during the day or night. Very often he would call into Tansen's house to hear him practice. He also gave him many presents. Some of the courtiers became jealous of Tansen. They wished to see him ruined. A courtier named Shaukat Miya plotted to get him killed. Shaukat Miya knew about Raga Deepak. He knew that if a good singer like Tansen sang it, the lamps would burn. However, the heat produced around the singer could burn him to ashes. So Tansen's enemies wanted him to sing Raga Deepak. Next paragraph. Shaukat Miya went to Akbar and said, "We don't think Tansen is a great singer. Let us test him. Tell him to sing Raga Deepak. Only the greatest singers can sing it properly." "Of course he can sing it. Tansen can sing anything," Akbar said. Tansen was afraid but could not disobey the king. "Very well, my lord," he said, "but give me time to prepare myself." Tansen went home. He had never been more downcast and unhappy. "I can sing the raga," he told his wife, "but the heat it gives off will not only set the lamps alight, it will also burn me to ashes." The above paragraphs explain that Shaukat Miya approached Akbar. He requested Akbar to make Tansen sing Raga Deepak. Akbar ordered Tansen to sing Raga Deepak. Tansen agreed but asked Akbar to give him some time to prepare himself. He dared not to say no to the emperor. Next paragraph. Then he had an idea. If someone sings Raga Megh at the same time and sings it properly, it will bring rain. Perhaps our daughter Saraswati and her friend Rupavati could do it, he said. He taught the two girls to sing Raga Megh. They practiced night and day for 2 weeks. Tansen told them, "You must wait till the lamps start burning, and then you start singing." The legend goes that on the appointed day, the whole town assembled to hear Tansen sing Raga Deepak. When he began to sing, the air became warm. Soon people in the audience were bathed in perspiration. The leaves on the trees dried up and fell to the ground. As the music continued, birds fell dead because of the heat, and the water in the rivers began to boil. People cried out in terror as flames shot up out of nowhere and lighted the lamp. At once, Saraswati and Rupavati began to sing Raga Megh. The sky clouded over and the rain came down. Tansen was saved. The story goes that he was very ill after this, and Akbar was very sorry that he had caused him so much suffering. He punished Tansen's enemies. eh, When Tansen got well, the entire city rejoiced. Tansen remained Akbar's court singer till 1585 when he died. He composed several new ragas. Tansen's tomb is in Gwalior. It is a place of pilgrimage for musicians. The above paragraphs explain that Tansen knew that Raga Megh could bring rain. He taught his daughter Saraswati and her friend Rupavati to sing the Raga Megh. Tansen started singing the Raga Deepak on the appointed day. Flames shot up from nowhere and lighted the lamps. Just then, the two girls began to sing Raga Megha. The rain came down, it saved Tansen's life, but he became very ill. The entire city rejoiced when Tansen recovered. He composed several new ragas. His tomb in Gwalior is a place of pilgrimage for musicians. And at last, I give you some homework questions, and you have to answer the question neatly and correctly. And there is the word meanings which are to be memorized by you.